Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 31 of Stronghold SHX, the road to $3.33 with myself, CryptoBanker SHX. I hope you're well. It is August the 18th. It's a Monday. Before we dive into today's episode, just an important prerequisite. As always, I am not a financial advisor, and nothing I ever say or do should be taken as financial advice. Now, kicking off today, as always, we are looking at SHX on the daily, and we see that SHX is trading above that magical 3-cent number. We have seen a decrease in price of 8.2%, but that is reflective across the crypto market. In regards to volume, we've seen an increase of 11.92% at $5.69 million, which is insane considering that we don't have any tier 1 listings as yet. Now, for those of you that might be new to the channel and new to the series, just a bit of background to this and maybe not familiar with myself. I am the SHX Maxi OG. I was the first ever dedicated account to SHX and Stronghold on X and YouTube. And since the summer of 2023, I've been building the community of Strongholders, which is now and has become the fastest growing community in crypto. Now, when I started, SHX was below a $2 million market cap. It didn't have any community on X, and there was maybe one or two posts randomly a day. But yeah, it wasn't looking great. And I made a statement that SHX would hit $3.33, which would be 8,325x compared to where it was then at its lows. Now, since then, things have developed, and over 2 years now, things have now started to come to fruition. And so really what we're now looking at is SHX 2025. And what do we see here? Well, LCX, which is the fastest growing regulated crypto exchange in Europe, have announced that they are listing SHX, and it will be including a new Euro trading pair. Now, for those of you that don't know, Stronghold is present in Europe. They just haven't told you yet. I've been saying that for over a year now. So it'd be interesting to see what that brings. But like I say, if you look at the volume where SHX is listed currently on Gate.io here, we see that the top traded pair on USDT is SHX. It's beating OG. It's beating Ether. Interesting. Now, I did tell you that it would be Monday. And also, if you were listening last week, I told you to prepare for a very big week. Also, I do try and obviously give you the heads up on things before they happen. And so here is another example of that. But as we look and see what is happening on chain, what is driving these listings of exchanges and interest in SHX? Here from Mind Crypto, please do give him a follow if you don't already. He does not sponsor the show, but he is finding the most valuable pieces of SHX information that I've ever seen. Here we have B2C2 outflows of $13 million. And an important point now is that SHX, while Stronghold as a business, has sent more money in Ether and USDC to these exchanges and liquidity pools and wallets than the entire market cap value of SHX. You'll probably start to see people post that now. You can have that one for free. Here is a demonstration in which the journey of SHX has gone on and is about to go. So 2 years ago today, I used to be buzzing at 10 people liking a post, because when you start out and there isn't a community and there's no other pages and there's no content and you have to do everything yourself, it's not like going on someone's highlight tabs and just going, oh, what was popular? I'll just repeat it. It's like, it's it's proper work. I used to have to tag other projects in to get more than 200 views. Genuinely, like I would be tagging BTC, I'd be tagging the most popular projects that were talked about at the time, just to try and get some attention on SHX. And today, 2 years later, all my feed is SHX, which is fantastic to see. It's so good to see. Now, in relation to numbers, you might have seen over the weekend a couple of people calling SHX to hit as the SHX has hit a new all-time high. That's nonsense. That hasn't happened. They're all using the wrong charts. They're using Gate.io charts, which only go back to around 2023, I think. So they're completely wrong. SHX has been trading for over 7 years. So if you are using TradingView and you're using Gate.io, you're probably going to be wrong. Now, in relation to the circulating supply, again, like here from Green Knuckles, please do give him a follow if you don't already. Like, people don't understand the price in which SHX needs to be as a market cap to then equate to what price it would be per token, which is kind of worrying but also understandable, because for years SHX had not displayed and Stronghold had not displayed the correct information. One could say that there is maybe a conspiracy theory around this as to why they wouldn't have the correct information uniformed across all of the exchanges, all of the chart pages. Why is there a different all-time high being quoted across multiple platforms and all charts being different? And then when you look at the circulating supply, it's the same story. Now, if you go back far enough, Stronghold let SHX have a scam warning on Stellar Expert for 2 years nearly before it got taken down. Why would a business of that caliber, given the work they've done with compliance and regulatory frameworks and data and ticking every single box that you could imagine, even boxes that didn't exist before, why would they idly let the information be incorrect across multiple platforms and not be unified? It's because they don't want you in. It's the same with Velo. I've seen loads of FUD about Velo. Now, it's only FUD if you don't understand what's going on, right? If you don't understand the protocol and you haven't done the work. With Velo, they've just announced that, the circulating supply has increased, but the actual tokens have now been distributed to partners. And the partners aren't going to do anything with them, but obviously they need to hold them. Because then if you understand the protocol, you'll understand that the partners have to hold a certain amount of Velo to then, for example, use a remittance network. So it's a second layer of guaranteed payment. Like, it's the most bullish thing ever. But again, people FUD. And so I think that, like I say, with this and the inaccuracy of the information on SHX is by design. They never wanted you in. That's why they don't follow me. That's why they don't comment or like posts. Like, I told everyone way before they were ready. Way before. It's funny, isn't it? So, like I say, it wouldn't surprise me and it wouldn't shock me if suddenly we have these listings on all major exchanges that by a miraculous miracle, by some sort of miracle, miraculously, all of the data will then be aligned and all be correct. But by then it's going to be too late, right? Because everyone's going to know about it. So as I say, I've seen a number of these things and give a number of examples whereby it shouldn't be inaccurate. And it's definitely being left to be inaccurate. And the only conclusion that I can come to personally, again, I could be completely wrong, but it's to put you off. Like, this is institutional crypto. It's not designed for you or I. It's designed for businesses, governments, and banks to use. Yes, as a consumer, you'll interact with the token, but it's not meant for a classic, crypto where you get in early and then you're a whale or whatever. The utility on this thing is going to be mind-blowing. So, like I say, they've done various different things to try and psyop or create FUD and not address it as well. And they kind of do address it and they've been forced to address it in AMAs, but still you don't see any change, right? So anyone new to the project coming in probably would look at it and go, that doesn't look great. But like I say, in a couple of weeks, that won't matter. Now, to end today's episode, this probably has to be the best post I've ever been tagged in. So thank you, SHX Utility Fiend. Amazing news, unbelievable news. This is as I say, the best post I've ever been tagged in. And it's also a theme at the moment in relation to good news. I keep getting your DMs and from various different people, and thank you for reaching out and telling me, because when I first started this, my intentions were to help as many people break free from the matrix as possible. There's never been a paywall. I've never charged for my information. I've given it all for free because I didn't want anyone left behind. Okay. And I want as many people to break free from the matrix as possible via the opportunities that are SHX. And also Velo. Velo is a glitch in the matrix as well, and I've spoken about that and covered it. That's why Velo protocol follow me, even though I've got SHX at the end of my name. But especially with SHX, and when I started out, it's like, this thing is special, and I can see exactly what it is, and I know exactly what it is. And so I tried to share that with as many people as possible. And for me, it's very moving, and just the best thing ever that people reach out to me and you're already telling me how it's changed your lives. The people that have been early, and that's just going to continue, and it's it's incredible. So this is definitely the best post I've ever been tagged into, and what fantastic news. And like I say, the fact that people are breaking out and it is changing their lives is fantastic. I still think we've got a long way to go as well. So like I say, keep telling me your good news stories, because it's the best bit for me, 100%. That's it for episode 31. I'll be back tomorrow for episode 32. Keep your eyes peeled, because this week is pretty much the penultimate week going into next week. Oh my God. Hold on tight, and I'll see you on the next one.